Was willst du, sterbliche Kreatur? Bist du hier, um des Meisters Schlaf zu stören? Oder willst du deine lächerlichen Kräfte mit den meinen messen? Du wirst scheitern, so wie andere vor dir. Meine Macht ist unbezwingbar.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Why, hello there, General Kenobi. Yeah, no, that was a bad reference. Welcome to the continuation of our Let's Play here. Now, today we are doing Whisper. Before we start, though, a couple of things. It's been brought to my attention in the comments of last video that I've been missing this Ice Stinger dagger here, which, you know, is a pretty good dagger, all things considered. So I'm using that one now just because it's you know, it's a cool dagger. So that's one thing. The other thing is you should join the Discord if you haven't yet. So as always, links below. And yeah, with the mandatories out of the way, I believe we can start. Now, it's been a hot minute since we've played this. We are level 17. For those of you who don't know, we are playing as a stabby stab guy. So we've got two daggers. I guess a dagger and a stinger, but it's technically a dagger. And we're doing some black magic with it. I've had some comments from people asking me if that's truly a really good build. Even on Discord, like, people have been discussing it, like, hey, how good is this build, really? I'll tell you like this, it's definitely more than sufficient to play this game with. Is it the best build out there? No, but it's, you know, it's fun. It's good for role-playing, and that's why we are playing the game, after all, right? But okay, enough about that. Let's talk to this man here.
Tiaras Flamme, ein Mensch. Ihr seid meine Rettung.
Was tut ihr hier? Wie konntet ihr hier überleben, mitten im Reich der Untoten?
Sie wagten nicht, mich anzurühren. Tiara selbst hat mich gesegnet, auf dass ich meine Rache vollstrecke. Doch dafür benötige ich Hilfe.
I mean, I could help him, but, you know.
Was kann ich tun?
Ich bin hier, um meine Rache an Ismail zu vollstrecken. Ich bin der Einzige, der ihn besiegen kann. Keine Klinge, außer der meinen, kann ihm etwas anhaben. Doch sie wurde mir von den Untoten gestohlen, mitsamt meiner Rüstung und meinem getreuen Greifen. Bitte, bringt mir Schwert und Rüstung und befreit meinen Greif. Er wird seinen Weg alleine zurückfinden.
Well, you know, technically you don't need his help. You can kill Ismail yourself. And I'm thinking whether or not we should do that. We'll see how things go, maybe.
Von welcher Rache sprecht ihr?
Von meiner Rache an Ismail. Um seinem Meister, dem Zirkelmagier Hokan, zu gefallen, ermordete er meine Familie, während ich auf dem Schlachtfeld kämpfte. Ich versuchte, sie zu rächen, doch Ismail verspottete mich nur. Er spielte mit mir. Er tötete meine Freunde, meine Kameraden. Mein Leben wurde zu einer Straße des Todes. Da erhörte Tiara meine wütenden Gebete. Sie sandte mir ihren Segen. So erhielt ich die Stärke, Ismail zu schlagen. Die Untoten können mich nicht schrecken. Tiaras Kraft schützt mich vor ihnen. Doch ich geriet in eine Falle. Es gelang den Untoten, mich zu überlisten. Sie raubten mir Waffen und Rüstung und ließen mich wehrlos zurück.
Well, an unfortunate situation, but one that we'll see to, eventually. Now, we've got a decision to make, which, it's not really an in-game decision, but like I said, we could just defeat Ismail without helping this guy, Uthar here. It's more difficult, you need a full army for it. Someone asked me if I'm gonna do that. I'm not so much against the idea, though there is something... See, there's a quest on this map called the Mosaic of Death, which I also want to complete in this, you know, playthrough of it. Now, the problem with that is, if I go attack Ismail, I could probably defeat him with my army, but I'm gonna lose a lot of units for that. And I would prefer, you know, having more units for the Mosaic, so I'm not sure, we'll see. you might just have to play the map properly, just for that reason. And while I'm doing a little bit of exploring, just to see, you know, just to uncover the resources, we've got some iron up here, I have to start thinking about which of these two races to play as first. I think both are level 9, so that's pretty much on par with the enemy here. But which one should we choose first? You know, I usually start with the dwarves. And maybe we should do that, because we've... let me see. Yeah, we've played more maps with the elves. And we're gonna have to start the next map with the elves. So, even though it's a bit more difficult, I believe, let's do the dwarves, because why not? That said, I do think it's a lot easier to start with the elves, because, well, first of all, both the Bindstone and the Monument are very close, and we need the Bindstone. I'm gonna quick save just in case. We need the Bindstone, and we can defend a lot easier from here. Here, you know, we have to watch out for up here, we have to watch out from here, we have to watch out from down here. So there's 3, technically 4 directions from which we can get duped. We'll see. Let's just start. Nothing to it but to do it, as I always like to say. But yeah. There is a hero monument on this map, and that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna kinda start working towards, as soon as I have the ability to. So we're gonna start with dwarves, just build them up a little bit. You know, we don't need to make a huge dwarven settlement. We can actually, you know, play with both at the same time. That might actually be the play. Let's do both at the same time. But I'll focus a bit more on dwarves. Even though you can have multiple monuments active, the rune power it takes to, you know, summon a lot of workers is gonna be kind of limited. So you've got to be careful for that one. Gonna make some elves. Let's see. Elves on this map, because it's a predominantly... there we go. I just want to get rid of these as quickly as I can, but it's a predominantly undead map. Actually, it's only undead on this map, as enemies. Since Whisper used to be one of the... I don't want to say Hokan's capital, because that's not entirely true. Hokan was from Kaith-Halur on Xu. And that's also where, you know, some of the biggest fights between Uram and him took place, at least the very last fight when Uram pushed him way, way back. Now, he got buried here, and Whisper was also definitely an important place for Hokan, but how important and, you know, how it is in relation to Kaith-Halur is very difficult to say. I definitely say fairly important. I mean, I don't think that's a stretch in any way. But yeah. Important city, he got buried here. Which also means that the city is filled with undead from head to toe, which we'll see soon enough. Alright, you guys... yeah, just start giving me some more stone here. I'll try to make as many as I can. You see the spawn rate is very slow. My biggest issue here is that I need moon silver, and moon silver is hard to come by. Not impossible, mind you, it's around the corner, but yeah, a little bit, well, difficult, I guess. Iron's another thing, right? Iron's here, but all the units we can make with iron are not that good, so I have to see how much I need to focus on the elves before I actually get to... let's make this here. I want to keep my things focused, or in terms of buildings, focused on one spot, because if I don't, it's going to be a lot harder to defend. Luckily, the elves do have a lot of resources, except for wood, but knowing elves, wood is never really going to be an issue, so... we are definitely exhausting our room power here, though. But it's okay. think I'm maybe catching these guys off guard. They might even walk in, but I've seen this dude here walk past like 3 times already. So I just kind of want to get rid of him. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, should I... I'm thinking small HQ. Ah, there we go. It started. So, I'll do this here. I have to go defend here. See, this is what I mean. Very quickly, this map is gonna require me to make some units. Make a lot of units, actually. So for that, I should probably also make a forge, and I might as well make it here. Now, the envoys of death are not difficult to kill by any means, but if they call for backup, it might be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to try and pull all 3 of them. There we go. And just deal with them this way. So, something I want is a stonemasons. Alright. Because stone, it's alright, stone's not too limited. But the only other depository of stone we have on this map, really, is a bit far. It's like around here. Maybe there's some down here that I forgot, probably. But it's far, it's not, you know, it's not easy to get to at the moment, so... And I should look for the same thing with the elves, where I make a small headquarter somewhere, maybe here, or here, I don't know. Nah, I don't want to do it here, I'm gonna need this space for something else. Just do it here, why not? Easy to defend. Easy to defend, and that's all we need. And while I wait, does anyone ever, like anyone watching this video, do you guys ever do this upgrade, Art of Construction? All dwarven buildings will become more resistant against enemy attacks. Because, you know, why? I mean, yeah, sure, they become more resistant, but I've never done any testing on this, so I have no idea if it's actually like a big resistance, if it makes any difference at all, but yeah. I've never really done it, I have to be honest with you. Alright, for this here, let's build it. It's kind of my biggest worry. Up there. Now you guys make me a sawmill and a forester. Because we gotta start with the forester sooner than later, right? But it's looking alright for now. I'll let my room power regenerate a little bit at least. We've got 7 dwarves who are not doing much, so... There's nothing I can do with them, though. Moonsilver mine would be one thing, but... Any good, like, dwarf actually requires iron. So I think what I might... I don't know. I was thinking of maybe making some protectors and wanderers. Maybe, I don't know. Might not be the best thing to do, though. You guys make me this. Huh. What's the relationship to towers on this map? Should I make them? Maybe a few. I mean... Probably won't hurt, I don't think. You guys, give me the forester. Honestly, we can... where should we do it? Like, just... You just make it here. Should be fine. One thing I like doing on maps like this is when I see enemies attacking me, which is also why, you know, I generally like to scout a little bit around the area where I'm playing in. I like to attack them ahead of time. Because... I feel like that sometimes gives you those, you know, precious few seconds to be able to kind of like run to one group before the other one gets aggroed. You kill them, and then you can go to the other one. Right now it's not a huge problem for us, but eventually it might become, so yeah, might be one. Let's see, these ones here should be fine. I guess food's the next thing, right? Lenya and food. Actually, I might start with Lenya. Well, nah, no I shouldn't. I should get an archery hall. Ah, there. Still not. Still just edging me here on the corner. Archery hall, I do want to get probably here. It looks good. Now, I've had times when I played this map where I would really make it a point to try and clear as much as I can with my avatar before, you know, turning on the monuments, because otherwise the map can be, well, it can be a bit challenging. I mean, my avatar's fairly strong, so I can fend off a decently sized army without needing to worry too much. But with many avatars, that's not the case. So let's not go too far. I see some people here. I should wait until they get to me, I think. Be a bit safer. But yeah, you can clear some camps with just your avatar. Down here, there's also a hero monument. So technically, if you're struggling with this map, if you're someone who's like, you know, who just can't defend once the attacks start coming in, and it feels a little bit too overwhelming, just clear until you get to the hero monument. If you have a decently strong avatar, you should be able to. Just get the heroes and clear as much as you can with them. And then, you know, once that's taken care of, you can slowly but surely build up your base. I feel like it's a lot easier to do it that way. You don't have to. I don't like doing it. Feels a little bit cheesy sometimes, but you can, definitely. You definitely can. Oh, this looks rather awkward here. I'll make it here. Did you know he noticed something? Oh, no. Ah, now we have this issue here. Okay, he's attacking. That's good. Okay, that's good. So he's gonna be attacking. Food, I'm not really sure what to do. Do I focus on food with the elves? Probably, at least at the start, you know. Where are you running to? I'll poison you at least. I don't know where the... I don't know. He's doing something. I've no idea what the... You know, what the goal is here, but yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. He's noticing a lot. He came from above, so... Okay. You may do that. I allow you to live. My hope is that the poison's gonna kill him. It probably won't, though. Doesn't do enough damage just yet. Wish I had Pestilence. This one, let's kill, though. I think poison lasts for 120 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Around there. So it's not going to be quite enough to kill him, but... You know. We are on a good path to making some people, some warriors. Again, I could make some of the dwarves, but all of the ones that don't require moon silver are kind of weak. Militia, watchmen, I might make a few, you know, if push comes to shove, but I'd like to avoid that, I'll be honest with you. Unless I really, really, really have to. This I would love to make, though. Ice Strike. Ah, there we go, I think. Now they're finally attacking me here. Yep, quite a few. When I make towers here, I tend to make them in this area, generally. Alright. Alrighty. You do this. Ooh, that's quite a few. 5 of you, damn. No, just don't attack the elves. Attack me. I'm here. There we go. I think one of the elves is gonna die, but you know, hey, whatever. Can we save her? Yes. Guess we're a hero now. You can just keep building. Don't mind us. We're just, you know, having some fun here. But you can see, even with an avatar like this, it might not be a bad idea to put maybe like 1 or 2 points into stamina just to kind of have it. A little bit more, never hurt anyone. That one we're also gonna have to do. Oh, she's helping. See? Very nice of her. Not her, she's limping. Well, can't blame her. Went through a lot. Luckily she became the worker, so... Okay, you guys will make me a berry collector, gatherer hut. There we go. Like this. And me, I should probably... The thing is, if he ignores them, it's great, perfect. I don't think he will, though. Oh, he will? No? Okay, never mind. Then we don't have to worry. Anything I can make with the dwarves, that's kind of useful right now. Guess I could make this here. Can't use it now, but, you know, eventually, so... And the good thing about playing elves and dwarves is that they don't really... they don't really use the same resources, for the most part. They sometimes use iron, but everything else is just separate, so... Even though we're playing with 2 separate races here, it's not that big of a deal. Oh my god, alright. Do you guys remember that one guy who got away? Think that might be him. Or his doing. I'll make 5 of these just to have something on the other side while I defend here. There we go. Because I need something for this guy here. Not sure if that's always the case, but I always felt this entry was the most difficult to defend. In most situations. Because there's so many camps who kind of just like default to attack you from that side, so... You guys go here. And making a few of these probably isn't too bad of an idea. Anything else I can make? I think I should look into medium HQs. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Let's go. Feels fitting. Let's do that. And increase this. There we go. I guess from this point onward, it's just resource gathering. I should probably get some more elves on Lenya. Just having more wouldn't be, you know, too bad of a thing, but... You guys can defend there. Honestly... I feel like that's a little bit risky. But what I could do... Actually, let's try and do that. I will push down here, because I know this part's easier to clear. While you guys defend here. I'll make a tower or 2 just to, you know, make it easy on some of them, but I think they should be able to. Make them a healer, you know, just kind of a little bit of extra support. While I just take a look at what's down here. Quick save before I do it, of course, because, you know, we've had the one or the other situation this Let's Play where we unfortunately didn't do as well. Now, there's 2 ways of approaching this. You could go to the left here, which I don't think is the better way. Because I'm pushing out here, but what I really want to do is stop the attacks from coming from this direction. So, I need to get to the hero monument. Oh, and there's Lenya here. Alright. My mind has been made. I think I should go and collect this, actually. These two parts are intertwined, so I kind of have to be careful. Because they can walk down here, so it goes from up here to here and to this entrance. So that's something to keep in mind. Make a couple more arches while we push out. Sometimes I wish dwarves had towers. Then again, I feel like they'd be a bit too strong if they had them, so maybe it's a good thing they don't. We should make a few more, though. 2, 3, and I'll make 2 more healers. Why not? Any other dwarven buildings we can make use of? A medium HQ, I guess, wouldn't be too bad. Can make it maybe here, something like that. I always found it to be interesting when you mix buildings from like multiple races. You make like one big headquarters with both. I feel like it had a, you know, something to it. Right, let's see. What do we do here? I feel like, honestly, with like a healer, I think that's doable. I just need the healer over there. So they're not too strong. I can probably two-shot most of them if I use Berserk. Problem is that, you know, they also do a lot of damage. Not too much, it's not terribly bad, but yeah. Would rather avoid that if at all possible. Or we can do... yeah, we can just attack, I guess, yeah? Yeah, why not? You know what? Let's just do it. To hell with it. We'll just do it. Ooh. Don't know what to think of that thing, though. I'm doing quite fine. I don't think I'll die, but... how are you guys doing? I'd prefer the healers to stay actually here and heal. To be on the safe side, let's use some healing. But hey, we're doing just fine. We are doing just fine. Oh, you go here. Grand, let's go. Ah, come on. Always something. Oh, right. Is he gonna be a problem? Hope not. Alright, you guys heal. You guys go kill this guy, actually. Okay, you know what? You can run away. You can run away. We're just gonna do it this way. My way or the highway. Couple more healers. Maybe a few of these wouldn't be too bad. I like how the AI just doesn't know what to do with him. So he's kind of stuck in a loop between aggroing on me and just running around, or, I don't know, trying to let people... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I see quite a few problems over here. So, I'll attack. You will stand over here and not attack. You are to just heal. Perfect, there we go. Put in Berserk into that, and no problem at all. Perfect. Alright, he turned back. That's good. That's good. What's not good is this here. So I'd like it if, well, maybe all of you. Yeah, I'll just wait for him. He's gonna walk up there anyway, at some point, right? By the way, if anyone's wondering at this point how I'm making her stand there, you can just press the H button on your keyboard. If you do that, your units will just, you know, they'll attack everything that's in range and do actions like healing if it's in range, but they won't get out of their way to do something, right? So, can be quite handy. Alright. Oh, we are having another attack here. That's perfect. Let's repel it. They're even doing quite nice here, so. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you didn't have to heal me there, but, you know, I'll take it. Maybe do an aura, just to help us a little bit. Alright, you guys, kill this guy, please. Kind of a balancing act. Feels like at times. To get everything right, but we're doing great. So far, at least. Now, I'm trying to keep all of these buildings kind of on the edges. Because I want to use the middle later to make pig farms. That might be a problem here. Gotta kill both of these, but I'm getting attacked again, so... Let's see, I feel like you guys should return. So should you. The rest should be fine, I hope. Once we get the rune heroes, it's going to be a lot easier to navigate this whole thing. For now, we're still struggling a little bit. Mind you, none of these attacks are really dangerous. They're more annoying, you know? Because if you don't do anything, they'll get to your buildings, they'll start attacking them, and it's... You know, you gotta repair them eventually, maybe make new ones. I'd like to avoid that if possible, so... There we go. There we go. Alright, at least we got rid of the culprit number 1 over here. What else do we have to do? Wood's coming in nicely. We don't have a big HQ yet, but we don't really need it. We need more workers. For dwarves too, actually. For dwarves, I'm gonna have to start pig production relatively soon, so... Because it needs a while to amp up to full speed. We've got Manifest of Fear up here. And the monument. Let's get that first. The Manifest of Fear, this is where the Griffin is. For the, for our lovely chap over here, so... Gonna have to get that eventually. Are my heroes fully kitted out? 12, 15, 15... Should be fine. Let's make him. Wait a little bit here. Actually, no, we can't wait. Gotta get rid of this camp too. Let's see, 30. Thank you. I want to make 2, 3. I don't want to seem like I'm focusing too much on elves as opposed to dwarves, but the elves, they can, well, firstly, just do more. Secondly, I don't want to make too many of these dwarves, like I've said earlier, right? Because they're not that strong. So I'm trying to keep most of it against any kind of... Might as well do it, why not? Yeah, I'm trying to keep most of it for later. For making the actual like, good units, you know? So I've got to wait a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. Once we get strong enough, I might even think about pushing out, but it's going to take a little while to come to fruition. What do I do with you? Let's do it. I don't know. Maybe here. Yeah, looks fine here. Don't want to do it there, because again, space for the pig production. Gonna be nice to have, so rather do it here. Oh, this is super slow because I'm making that many workers. Maybe I should... Okay. It's already done. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, rune power that we have here, right? With every worker and hero we produce, we lose rune power, so... Yeah. You don't want to make too many things at once. Because that can be quite annoying to deal with. You guys are collecting Lenya, you guys are collecting Lenya, that's all fine. Perhaps I should, you know, have them help me. And think of getting more food. Hunter's Guild, let's go. So if you look from this point onwards, the map is not gonna be that difficult to play. Because we've got our heroes, you know, we've got everything we kind of need. Even surprisingly so, they collected all the iron here without any disturbances, which, you know, I did not expect. So I'm very glad, I'm very happy about that. What else can we do? That one's gonna be built. Another dwarven building we've got, but then I think we can start the pig thingy, the pig stalls. Which in fact we might actually be able to start now, so let's do it. I'm gonna start from here, so we're gonna do it like from here. Well, we push, actually let's kill this guy first. And then we're gonna push into here. When I was a kid, I thought this area here was actually the main area where Hokan was. And for the first time playing this map, I had no idea how to find him. Which kind of frustrated me. I was like, you know, I cleared the whole map, I looked at everything except the top right corner where he actually is, and I just couldn't find him, so, I don't know, thought I was doing something wrong there. It was quite annoying at the time, but, you know, thinking back, kind of nice having to explore the entire map, so not complaining too much about it. Jesus, like, freezing people is OP. Especially because I hit so many times, like, look at this. Thanks to whoever recommended this to me to get the dagger. Because you can see it's like, it looks inconspicuous, it looks like a regular dagger. You wouldn't think, you know, without looking at it, it's anything special. Looks kind of like these guys here. Like these, like, right? Level 1 daggers, level 3 daggers, whatever. But good thing we did. The Griffin is injured and seems frightened.
Du bist frei. Fliege zu deinem Meister.
Alright, that's one thing taken care of. The other two are... Oh wait, there should be iron here. Yes. The other two things are... One is up here. And if you can see my mouse, but one's up here, one's down here. We'll get them. There's also, now that I think of it, a rune warrior we can get there. A very good one, actually. So we should probably think about going in that direction at some point. You guys do this. Yeah, luckily we've got Bale, we've got me, we've got a very, you know, strong front line, I'd say. They can probably take care of most things. That being said, there are, you know, some creatures in here that can hurt. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Creatures in here that can hurt. And you know, I've had myself get killed in this exact location before, so... Alright, luckily he can do a lot of damage with this. So as useless as mental mages can be sometimes, he's actually pretty good here. It's just that it's very dangerous because there's so many of them, right? Because there are so many of them. I think he's probably my best bet to tank this. If not me. And even he almost dies. Like...
Ah, mein treuer Freund.
Alright, this guy returned. That's great. I can't even use Berserk. That sucks. You, I really wish not to die, so... should be doing fine. So many of them spawning though, what is this? Ah, okay, he got killed. No fear, he's fairly close though, we can just remake him, resummon him. These guys are defending nicely. Very happy with how that's looking. Very happy, in fact. Food is starting... what about this? How far off can I be? We'll make it here. Like this. With these, you always kind of have to look how far off it can be. Until it... well, until they can't bring it to it anymore, right? Because all the buildings that are used for... I guess, duplicating things, right? They all have their... like, effective range, which you can see by the green circle. But I feel like at this point I've said that so many times that I'd be genuinely surprised if there are people who still... who watch my videos and who still don't know that this fact exists. But okay, now let's clear this. Apart from this area, I don't think this is too hard to clear. It just looks like an old ruined city. It's pretty cool. But can be a bother sometimes. Anything we can do with the elves? Large HQ, I presume. Alright. You guys will make me more pig farms. Perfect here. Oh, we can make 2 actually. Let's go. Now, while you don't technically need 80 units to beat this, while you don't need 80 units, we do need, there is the Mosaic I mentioned at the start, right? And we're probably gonna need 80 units for that one. I'm pretty sure, so... For that alone, we just kinda have to make sure we get the food going. Right, the Griffin's here. I love it how so when he says Griffin, he says like Griffin with like a Y in there. The spelling's completely different. It says Griffin here, which is proper, I think. Though I have to say I'm not entirely sure about the correct spelling on Griffin. Maybe there's 2, you know, some words usually. In fantasy settings, they might have 2 different ways of spelling it, both of which are kind of correct, so you can't really be like, oh, it's just this one or just that one. But yeah. Looking at his name, though, Griffin Steel, his name's also like, proper, I guess, so... Depends. Alright, we got 1,000. Now, we did get 1,000 in, but I don't want to make any more units because I want to make druids, who are insanely broken on this map. Like, super broken. I mean, to be fair, they're broken on any map that's got undead on it. The next one, not so much. The next... oh, after the next map, we are... well, no, after this map. We're kind of done with the undead part of this. And we're gonna go into more of human and demon enemies. Which is nice, you know? A little bit of a different vibe. And it's also something I always appreciated about the SpellForce games, you know? You've got sections of the game that always present you with like different opponents. I know that's the case with most RTS maps, or most RTSs, Especially when they have campaigns like this. I mean, Warcraft 3 does it, and many other, kind of like famous ones follow that, scheme, I guess you could call it. But I like it in SpellForce in particular. It's got a soft spot in my heart. Clearly, if it wasn't evident by having a YouTube channel for SpellForce. Alright, do this one, and now you will make me a Hall of the Ancients. Kinda hope I can do it here, but doesn't look too nice. But where can I put it? You know what, just do it here. Alright, now I have to start thinking about you three go here. Could be a bit more useful over here, and I guess 2 of you, right? There we go. You just kind of have to always look for more resources. On this map, or I guess on maps in the Order of Dawn, it's not that big of a deal, but I've been talking to some people on Discord, in particular with the map Onyx Bay in Shadow of the Phoenix. Now that map can be a bit of a drag and a bit of a, well, more difficult time in terms of resources. I guess you could call it that way. Because it's kind of uncharacteristic for SpellForce maps that it's difficult to come by many, well, resources aren't as abundant, I guess I could say. Which, becomes sort of a theme as you go from the Order of Dawn to Breath of Winter to Shadow of the Phoenix. It's kind of like a, kind of like a thing, right? Alright, we are going to kill. It's gonna be nice. There we go. Just make 5 of them. We're gonna make a lot more than 5, so never too early. I mean, druids are just insanely strong, so. Come on. Yes, sir. And that also puts us on the end of the silk. Oh yeah, Shadow World? No. Delicate Fabric. Or 2 pieces of light silk. Okay, never mind. Never mind, the second one's in Mulandir. So I guess it doesn't put us out of the whole thing yet. You all make, because why not? I guess we can make the dwarf. No, this one needs moon silver. Right, I knew there was something. But we'll get to moon silver soon enough. Dwarves, do I even have any other buildings for them that I can make? Or is it mainly pig farms? Got this. Great Armory. Great Armory I still need. Guess we can make it like this. It's kind of have a line of buildings, like a conga line over here. But as soon as we have the Great Armory, you guys can do pig farms, and only pig farms. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We're gonna need moon silver. So you guys can do pig farms and moon silver. The elves I'm also gonna have to diversify a little bit. Because they've picked all the berries. I can leave one person there, or one elf there, to do it. Everyone else needs to do something else, though. Also, because there's quite a bit of wood here, I'm gonna destroy this. Take 5 of them. And give myself a master woodcutter. Because why wouldn't we? Yeah, over here's fine, I think, no? It's a bit of a tight squeeze on this map, but hey. As long as we can get it somewhere, shouldn't be too much of an issue. And the rest of you can actually make me an iron armory. Maybe like here? It's a bit out there, but, you know. I want to be super careful about placing buildings here, because one of the, I believe at least, that one of the groups for the Mosaic is gonna spawn here. Which is not a nice thing, right? So, you gotta have to be a little bit careful. You, I would rather you kill before he crosses here, thank you. And actually, I think I might use those to kind of push out a little bit. I mean, with the druids and all, I don't think... Yeah, we can take the Titan too. Titan and you guys can destroy this here. And then we, as in our hero group, can do something else. Let's go here. This part's clear. Sadly, there's not that many resources here, apart from this mine, which I completely forgot to build for iron. Everything else, though, I don't know. Iron's there. Moon silver, I do... Ah, I forgot a chest. Can't have that. Please move here. Thank you. You see with these now, it's just... It's so broken the way they heal. It's so insanely strong. Yeah, like... Imagine... Do they have chain... No, they don't have chain hollow, do they? Imagine if they did, though. Chain hollow, unbeatable. Literally unbeatable for those. Can make a few of these. Actually, one more of these. Now, this is where we're gonna get the moon silver. And we get to go... Yeah, let's go here. Let's clear this. Thank you, Mr. Dwarf. You may resume your duties. Which just means work for me. Now, this part of the map I always loved. I don't know why, but just having this, like, encircled part of the city, which looks like a huge building that, you know, used to be here or something, and that eventually collapsed. I love it. That's quite a few of you there, though. I just love the aesthetic, though. Looks super nice. How do we do this? I'm thinking about baiting a few of them. Just so we don't have to fight everyone at once, you know. Few at a time, I'm gonna be happy with. Gonna be content. I love how useful the avatar is sometimes. Just standing there, not doing anything, not a care in the world. Okay, now this might be a bit tougher, let's see. You go first, actually, and you use this. You're gonna use this, and now we fight. And for the healer, you can just stand back, honestly. Just stand back. He's having a bit of trouble. Probably gonna die. Yeah, the healer's gonna be useless. Thank you, healer. Much appreciated. Now, auto resummon him. Everyone else is doing fine, though. I feel like the healer just got the short end of the stick and got singled out. But surprisingly, it's not too difficult. Like this here, there should be a camp here. Go. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, that was most of them. And then I saw this here, so... Guess not. Oh, no. There she goes. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Let's rethink. Let us rethink. Let's make a few of these. Let us definitely rethink that one. Wow, okay, that's quite bad. All of you, perhaps also come here. You can tank it. Wow, okay, whew. Let's see. Right, Titan, you do your thing. Everyone else just, you know, try your best. We've got this, I think, no? I need the healers to stand back a little bit, you know, just to heal at least. Don't really need them to do any damage. That we've got more than enough of, especially for undead. Just stand back and don't die. Winter mages, I don't know. Winter mages, they can go in. They aren't good in close quarters, by no means, but hey. Yeah, they were more than I expected, I'll be honest with you. More than I thought. But not too many. Crucially, not too many. Alright, we can keep going here, though. Yeah, let's just wait a little bit. We need to make up for some of the losses we just had, so... And there's other people attacking, so... Let's wait. In the meantime, we're gonna clear this. Kinda wanna bait many of them towards me. Okay, maybe too many. Oh my god, okay. No, that's bad. That's bad. Should've destroyed this building before. Well, should've, woulda, coulda. Can't be helped now. Let's go. All of you, in here. Should have, would have, could have. Where the hell did you come from? Guess from somewhere. I don't know. Sorry, mate. Gonna have to cut you off here. I mean, you're undead anyway, so don't feel like that should be too much of a problem for you. Yeah, let's get rid of this building. I feel like there's more of them spawning than I thought. Seems like a good thing to do before we move on. While all of you can clear this, so we can finally get to the Moon Silver. Okay, all or nothing, all or nothing. We will be doing it like this. I'm gonna bait a few of them. There we go. You stand in the back. I'll stand here. You use this. Let's go. We do quite a bit of damage to them. But that's never really been the problem. The problem's been that they also do a lot of damage back, so... I feel like these can be the most dangerous, or amongst the most dangerous units of the undead roster, at least. Well, with the exception of maybe the guys that do like mental damage, like mind breakers, whatever they were called. Those can be quite hard to deal with too. Those can be quite the tough nuts to crack. Not too tough for us, evidently, though. Because we manage, we endure. Oh, come on. Just go back, guys. Go back. You guys can stay. Just take care of this. Ah, it's annoying. Maybe I should use these two to kind of like bait them. They just don't seem to care. Yeah, let's go towards here, please. Alright, they took the bait. One wind archer fell, but that's a sacrifice we have to make sometimes. Oh, after this we can also do the Armorer and Leia quest. I just remembered. Because the last part of it is in Whisper. So technically we could do it. Though, technically we could. But there's the last part of that whole quest line is kinda tough. Huh? Oh, I can go down here, okay. No, the last part of that quest line is super tough, with one very, very hard enemy to beat. So, not sure if that's gonna be, well, possible for now. Might do it, might not do it, we'll see. Depends on the time as well. If I've got time, then I'm probably gonna at least start it in this one, or if I don't, actually, what I think I'll do is, because I feel like Mulandir, the first part of Mulandir, is kind of a shorter map, all things considered, right? I'm probably going to wait until we get to Mulandir. We're going to do the first part of Mulandir, and then I'm going to do Armorer and Leia. Again, solely for the reason that it's a little bit shorter to do it that way. And I can make the Mulandir episode longer by doing so, right? So it's a win-win. Alright, we continue here, you guys continue through here. And I can finally make this here. Thank God. There we go. Okay. Also make more pig farms though. Oh, that one doesn't hit anymore, so... perhaps over here? I need more dwarves for it, though. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't give me these attacks all the time. Give me a break. Please. There we go. There we go. Why are you here? Go back, please. Why was she there? Alright, let's see. So they're coming from two camps in the very far corner over there. So like around here. I'll probably connect with my army and do those Wait a minute. Wait a minute, that does not look nice. Whew. Manifest of Trepidation has the second part of the Griffin guys thing. But that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is, you know what we gotta do? Patronize? Let's quick save. Patronize. Let's go in. Don't know if it works. It's supposed to give us resistance to types of magic right now, but we'll see if it actually does anything. Ooh, we are resisting. No, we're not. Okay, whatever. Use this before you die. You use this, please, and just attack the trepidation guy. I think this was a bad idea. This was definitely a bad idea. Okay, but now, you know, with all of them burned out, we can send our army in. So it's actually a good idea. I'm just gonna run, because, you know, whatever. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. You guys, return here. I'll return here too, I'll defend. You guys attack. All part of the plan. Teamwork makes the dream work, or something like that. I believe I've heard that being said somewhere. Now she's surviving for a long time. Damn. Okay, good on you. We have to go in. Let's go. Yeah, some of them will die here, but hey. I feel like most of them have used up the mana they had. No? Okay. Guess that's not true. But my healing should prevail. I feel like it should be more than enough to get through this. Make a couple more of these and we're gonna be golden. Yeah, the healing just does it, doesn't it? Super strong. And gets us quite a lot of XP too, so nothing to complain there. Alright, take this. And we have a I'm sorry, mate, but... Sorry, mate, but you're off the table. You were replaced by a white mage. Infinitely more useful. It's sad, but it kinda is the case, you know? Sad, but it kinda is the case. What can we give him, though? Does he have any... Oh, mana tap, I guess. Wouldn't be too bad. Mana tap and a shield. Any magic ability. Should be fine. Alright, now let's connect. Connect and get rid of these guys here. Those are next on the table for me. We're gonna give you this here. Because why the heck wouldn't we? And what else? What else? I feel like I always give him these though. You know, some more item variety would not be too bad. Some wisdom. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's see, where are you? Ah, aura of healing. See, that's what we need. That's what we need in our party, aura of healing. Probably, I'm not sure if it's the strongest spell in SpellForce 1, but it's probably up there, no? Having aura of healing. It just feels very strong. What other spells would be in the same league, sort of? Not even sure. Like aura of healing and perhaps something else? I don't know. All of you come here. While that's going on, we can maybe make a couple more pig farms. I was thinking of doing it here, because we've got a lot of space here, so... Let's do that. So we'll make a food store like this, kinda? Like, maybe here? Yeah, here seems fine. Here seems fine. You guys need work too, right? Because the only thing we need is food. And I guess a titan here? We just make it, yeah. It's funny how at the start of the episode I said I want to do like half dwarves, half elves. It ended up being mainly elves. But they're just a lot stronger in this map in particular. Because we're playing against undead. We're gonna get to see plenty of dwarves on the following map, but... You know, I kinda do wish elves weren't as strong sometimes. Because it's hard to justify making these, like, lower-level dwarf... I mean, I can make more now, but, you know, making these, like, lower-level dwarven units. I'm still kind of in the process of gathering moonsilver, though. As evident, it's lacking quite a bit compared to some other resources, so... Lenya's also running a bit dry. We'll have to gonna find another source of it. You, my guy, can use this too. Let's go. Oh, there we go. I can maybe get 4 of you to do this. Wouldn't be too bad. Ah, right. So the grave is gonna be here for Leia when she shows up. We can't do anything yet, though. Though... I'll try something. I'll try talking to the grave. Usually there's gonna be protectors here, and they'll attack you if you, even walk here or, like, go up to the grave. But because we haven't done the quest up until this point, nothing has happened. Yet. So I wonder, if I talk to the grave like this, is anything gonna change? Would be cool, I guess, to see if it does. Why are you here? Did I? I took it with the whole thing here. Please leave. 'Tis not a place for a fair maiden like you. Alright, there we go. Can I get level 19 on this map? Seems unlikely, but with the Mosaic, perhaps. Wow. Whoa. Don't give me all the good stuff at once. Damn, level 1. That has to be a mistake, no? There's no way we had loot like this here. Kinda funny though. Maybe it's on purpose, because someone for some reason thought it'd be funny. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just running around here. Okay, I guess. That's... okay. Let's just go here. There we go. To at least be in the range of getting, healed, so... So we don't completely get our ass kicked in by that. Alright. And with that, we've kind of cleared the map. I mean, not really. There's still some people up here. Oh, there's another camp of those, like, mind breakers who are probably gonna do a bajillion damage to me, but once we've gotten rid of that one, then we've got Ismail. Now, the thing with Ismail is, we can find Uthar's sword and give it to him. Which, fair enough, we might do. We don't necessarily have to do it, though. That's another thing. So what I'm thinking of doing is... maybe do a little quick save, and just try to kill him ourselves. And if that doesn't work, I mean, it should work, I'm just curious as to what's gonna happen, so let's try it. Pretty sure it should work out, no? But we're gonna need a lot more druids for that. Though, guess I could make some elites too. Oh, iron, okay. Now, we don't need this at this point, but it's there. Going up would take us to Ismail. We don't want that yet, so let's go down here. The Titan's still not done? Ah, soon, okay. All the food. You make a pen here. You can make one here. We're holding up surprisingly well on stone, I have to say. Thought it would have run out, at least somewhat by now, but no, we're doing quite well. Ah, the Mosaic. We're gonna leave the Mosaic for the very end, because... well, I mean, we can kill the guard, I guess, but... actually doing the Mosaic, it's gonna be a bit tough before we deal with the main quest here. More moon silver though. Don't mind if I do. Do not mind, please. Alright. You know, it's been such a long time since I've played this map, I admittedly forgot where all the resource reserves are. The only ones I really remembered are the moon silver down here, and the iron here. Oh, sorry, this one. That's embarrassing. Everything else, though, kind of just, yeah, escaped me. But okay. Let's get rid of that camp over there. It's gonna be a tricky one to get through, but I'm sure we can do it. And then let's try our luck with Ismail. 2 of them dead for some reason, I don't know. Maybe they died, maybe they ran into a patrol, who knows. Could be a multitude of reasons. Okay, give you guys this upgrade. 3. I want to make a lot of them, mainly elites, but they're crazy expensive. I mean, 110 moon silver for one of them. They are strong, gotta give them that, but, you know, for what they are. I guess they're similar to druids in a way. 100 lenya, also not cheap, so. Also not cheap by any means, so. I guess we should max out with how many of those we can do. Or have, I guess. Because we will need them. 100%. Soon, in fact. So. Now, I don't want anyone to die here. But I feel like that's gonna be very difficult with the caliber of enemy we are facing. How do we do this so someone doesn't get absolutely bonked at the start? Maybe we just go in. I mean, we've got so much healing that, realistically, you know, unless they one-shot them, we're probably gonna overheal it. Still have a few watchmen for whatever reason, but hey, they can do what they want. Survived so long, who am I to kill them now? I feel like if they survive this part here, they might even face Ismail. It's gonna be like a reward. Here, you did quite well. Here's your ultimate demise. God, the healing's just so strong in this game. Ah, we did lose one. But hey. Does not negate the fact that healing is ridiculous. Just imagine how many people we would have lost here if we didn't have healers. Insane numbers. Okay. Alright, so that's been taken care of. We have his sword, which we will not give to him, not yet. So now everyone needs to go here. Except for me. I guess I can stay here and destroy this, but everyone else, please go there. There we go. Well, you know what? Just hit it. Just hit it. Okay. Alright, so. What's the plan now? What's the play? I'm gonna try to attack him on my own. I'll do a quick save in case something bugs out. I don't think it will, but in case. I will wait here. Because I don't think I'm gonna be that necessary over there. It's also... I mean, yeah, sure, if I get to hit Ismail, it's gonna be a lot of damage, especially with Berserk. Don't think it's gonna be necessary, though. He's strong, but he's not unkillable, so... We'll see how it goes without me. Gonna make some more pig farms. We need a bit more for 80, but I think that's more of a matter of time at this point. And then we'll get to enjoy the Mosaic. So yeah, I feel like I might be able to get to level 19 here, or at least very, very close. We didn't do any farming on this map. Not that we really needed to, but, you know, just getting to level 19 might be pretty sweet, because what that means is, well, can we get some new equipment? I haven't checked. Huh. Level 19. Light armor. How, we can't get to 8. Oh, actually, no, we can. Okay. We can't get to 9, I wanted to say. Light armor. Now, this would be nice, the Dawn Plate, if we could have the full set, but we can't. Not with our build. Anything else on the stabby front here, maybe? Nope. Pretty much got the best we can have at this point, so that's gonna be that. Alright. Now again, I'm not gonna talk to him about this. I'm gonna take all of you. You guys also go here, please. Gonna take all of them. Guess I can make some more, but, you know, these are for later, not for now. I'll do a quick save here, and just send all of them to attack Ismail. You know, when I've heard someone suggested in the comments, it did pique my interest, because it's been a longer while since I've done that. I remember beating him way back in the day, with, you know, by just going to him instead of doing it the proper way, but it's been such a long time that I genuinely don't remember. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a lot of XP out of it. That's the only thing that I'm really concerned with. I don't think we're under-leveled. We're actually quite appropriately leveled, to be fair. But, you know, having more is never going to be a bad thing. And 80 units. I think this is the first time we went all the way to 80 while playing this game. Because so far we just kind of didn't need it, no? We kind of did not need it. Alright. Not yet, not yet. Not yet, my friend. However, soon. I'm just trying to remember, where do all the mosaic pieces spawn? I think there's 4 waves. One is going to spawn here. That one's going to be here or here. It's going to be like annoying to deal with. One's going to spawn in here, in this like rift, whatever this place here maybe is supposed to be. One spawns here at the actual thing, and one of them spawns, I don't know, was it here? I couldn't tell you. Well, wherever it is, we're going to find it, but... Okay, let's see. Ismail, what do you have for us? Let's prove Uther wrong by showing that not only his sword can kill Ismail. Now, he is blessed by Tiara, which sometimes happens. The human titan in SpellForce 2, for those of you who know, is also sort of like a fallen paladin who's been blessed by Tiara. So the Guardians do hand out blessings every now and again, Tiara for humans, specifically. So that's why he, you know, has the power to kill him. But let's see if my army maybe isn't a bit stronger than the blessing of some, you know, some Guardian, a no-name. Just trying to get as many here as I can, because I don't know what to expect from Ismail. I forgot how strong or weak he is. Let's try. Probably gonna be, yeah, it's probably gonna be one-shotting people. I don't want my druids to die. So... let's try. All of you, please focus fire him. Oh, it takes a while. It definitely takes a while, but you can do it. While this is happening, you could actually just run up to Hokan over here. The cutscene would play, and Ismail would just be like, doing whatever he's doing. I think he's stuck. Yep, I think he's stuck. Well, that's gonna be the end of him. That's gonna be the end of him. How that's gonna impact Uther, though? Are we kind of a dick for robbing him of his revenge? Kind of feel like we are. Is it a good thing that we're doing this? Who knows? I guess we'll figure it out soon enough. I guess one cool way of preventing this, in my opinion at least, would be to give Ismail an Aura of Life tab that's really, really strong and a lot of mana. And no matter what he does, like, you can do a lot of damage to him, but he's just gonna, like, overheal it way too much. And if you bring Uther all the items, he gets to cast a spell on him to dispel black auras, and then he just can't cast it, and you can kill him. I feel like that would be a bit of a, I guess, nicer way of doing it? I don't know. But okay, we can do that. Nothing really happened. Go back to Uther, look for Hokan's grave. Alright. Good job, guys. All of you can go over here. Or at least close. Now, let's see.
Meine Rache ist vollstreckt. Nun kann ich heimkehren.
Alright.
Den Rest meiner Tage werde ich Tiara preisen für ihre Gerechtigkeit und Güte. Ich wünsche euch viel Glück, Freund.
Huh. Honestly... I feel like we missed out on XP for this. I think... Guys, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to load. We have to quick load. It's a nice thing to... the fog of war didn't get saved.
Habt ihr alles gefunden?
Eure Ausrüstung ist komplett.
Tiaras Segen sei mit dir, Krieger. Ihr dient einer gerechten Sache. Heute wirst du sterben, Ismail. Das schwöre ich beim Blute meiner Familie.
Yeah, we didn't miss out on that much XP. Looking at it, but... Wait, what?
Zurück, mein...
Are you back, my friend? Okay, so we didn't miss out on that much XP. Less than I had thought, to be fair. But hey, let's do it. Because the quest kind of didn't get completed properly, and, you know, I don't want that in my quest log, so... Looks unclean. Something else that's bothering me now, though, is the fact that the map is dark. Very dark. And it's going to make it a lot harder to find the Mosaic's spawn points. So I'm just going to send a couple of them out just to, you know, do some exploration. Just a little bit. And we also have to wait for him to get up there. That's a bit of a time waste, but hey. It was interesting to see what happens. Nothing really changed, but... You know, to show both sides of the dialogue. There's also some dialogue that you don't hear if you do it like this, right? So... That's also something to consider. The first time, actually, when I found Hokan, because I had no idea where he was, the way I found him was by following him, funnily enough. Or finding Ismail, I guess. Which, you know, might not be the wrong way of doing it, at the end of the day, right? You find them, that's what matters, ultimately, but... Yeah. It was interesting nonetheless. So, Trickster, Mosaic of Death we can't do yet. Oh, by the way, interesting fact, which I didn't know until recently. Someone told me on Discord yesterday. These items here, broken dwarven harness, broken shield, broken helmet, whatever, I always thought...
Das ist dein Ende, Totenbeschwörer. Meine Rache ist nah.
Oh, he seems hyped.
Kommt nur. Gleich werdet ihr Bekanntschaft mit dem Tod schließen.
He can do it himself, but let's help him. Yeah, what I was about to say, I thought those were always meant for some sort of quest line or something. Apparently not, though. They're just very valuable items that you sell to a vendor, and you get a lot of money for them. So that's cool, I guess. I didn't know that. You learn something new about this game every day. Funny how that works. Perfect. Now, all of you, please go here, except for me. I'll talk to him.
Meine Rache ist vollstreckt. Nun kann ich heimkehren. Den Rest meiner Tage werde ich Tiara preisen für ihre Gerechtigkeit und Güte. Ich wünsche euch viel Glück, Freund.
Kinda wish Ismail dropped some loot, you know? Seems like a fella who would definitely fit the description of, you kill me, I'm gonna drop some oh, no. I'm gonna drop some useful stuff for you, but hey. Yeah, we did get more XP this way. Definitely. A good chunk as well. But now the real challenge of this map awaits. The Mosaic. Let's see. What time do we have? It's 10 AM here. Well, 9:47. But it's getting close to 10 AM. Have to look out because of my job. J-O-B. Well, I've got time still. Oh, what's the best way of doing this now, though? I guess I just need to be prepared for whatever place they may spawn in. It's a quick save. Sadly, we can't do the thing where I made a video on recently, where if you go to Hokan and don't bring in both parts of the mask, he'll send you back. We already have both, so you can't get rid of one of them. So that's kind of out of the question. But still. But wait, if any of you watching know of any other, I guess you could say, interesting scenarios where if you do something or don't do something in the way the game intended, there's like an extra cutscene or something like that to just kind of reward you for going out of your way of doing it differently. That'd be pretty nice, I think. If anyone knows it, because, I miss these things quite often, let me know and I'll make a video on it. But okay, the floor tiles are adorned with a shattered stone image. The largest part is missing. Insert the piece, run away. Aha, there we go. So the first one is over here. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a bit of running on this one. I feel like the first one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here, and then the last one's gonna be here. Most of them aren't even that difficult, I feel like. It's just the final ones. Those really give you a run for your money. Oh, wait. I think you guys are running straight into them. I'm not a fan of that, so just wait here for the next round. So you guys just do that. He's on his way back, I guess. Sadly, he just despawns after this. Would be cool to meet him at some point. Like, imagine you go back to Greyfell and he kind of became a priest or something, a monk, because, he said he wants to devote the rest of his days to praising Tiara for helping him. So that feels like something reasonably realistic to happen. Alright, first fragment, hardly a challenge. Let's get this over with. One thing that's always a bit annoying about armies running in SpellForce 1 I don't like the fact that he's resisting the druids. In fact, I would much prefer if that weren't the case. What about the rest of them? Okay, no, they're not resisting. Just the main one. I mean, they are also resisting to some degree, but not as much. I guess it makes sense, though. The level difference is there. You know, my druids are level 9. These guys are level, like, what, 16? Ooh, that was laggy. White magic. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. Now, let's go back. Robe of the Inner Circle. Not the actual circle, mind you. Oh, sorry, Outer Circle. Can you have... No, I can't. Not too bad. Oh, we have a couple of other trousers we can put on, though. I mean... Strength, dexterity, definitely very good. The thing is it good? Yes, 100%. Is it better than having 5% on fighting? I don't know. We can give these to her. At least get a little upgrade going there. What about me, though? Oh, I mean, 10 strength. That's really hard to pass up on. I think I'll do it. And then I'll give these to him. Because these pants are still very good. I mean, they're level 8 pants. We've been rocking them until what, level 17 right now? So, very good pants. The Dawn Greaves, I do like them. I don't like that they reduce my agility though. And also, from the bonus they give me, it's not as good as these ones, I think. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to sell. But first we need to get through this, so... Oh, by the way, I forgot to do it. Cat update. He's just chilling on the bed. I know for the people who've managed to come this long in the episode, yeah. Maybe you were expecting it. Yeah, he's just been chilling on the bed. The whole episode, pretty much, so. Alright, insert the second piece. Where are you? Down here, okay. Oh, so the next one's gonna be here. Alright, so we have to be ready. Keep of the third fragment, the level 16s are fine. So what we're gonna do after this one is I'll position my army here, just to be in preparation, because if I don't, they'll probably attack my... You're still hunting the buffalo? Well, alright. They'll probably attack my village, or my camp, which I don't really want. But hey, would you look at that? We managed to beat this whole map without towers. I mean, I knew it was possible, but in the past I would at least, you know, build a couple for defense. This time we didn't need to, so really happy with that. Actually, I don't think I need myself there. They're more than capable of handling this. Alright, you guys can just go here already. I love how half my army's just waiting. I guess that happens sometimes. Ah, they're healing too, Soul Drinkers. Right. When they use the spells, they heal for quite a bit too, which is the most annoying part about the whole thing. Okay, now all of you go here, please. Except I guess one of you I need to collect all the pieces for me. Wait, Pestilence is death? Oh, come on. Why did I think Pestilence was curse? I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense you die if you get infected by Pestilence, but you die if you get infected by poison too. It's just, you know, not 100% guarantee. Speaking of, I should probably take level 5 poison. This one's weak as shit. At least for now, but Oh man. I was looking forward to getting Pestilence. And now I know I can't. Oh, why am I... Nah, come on, me. Go up. Go up, please. Well, I guess that does it with Pestilence. Would have been cool, though. Also, I realize now that I was delusional in thinking we could get level 19. I hope we get level 18 this level. Or this map. But that's about as much as we can hope for. Search for dragon scales. Anything else we can do apart from Amra and Leia? Not really, no. I mean, to be fair, Amra and Leia would be a good quest to do. It's just that it will take some time, and I don't know if it's the best to tack it at the end of an episode like this, which is probably already going to go towards an hour and a half, maybe 2. Who knows? Alright, let's do the third one. Oh, okay. Can I defeat you on my own? That's a resounding no. I'm getting the hell out of here. Please leave me. Whew. Okay. I feel like the game knew I wanted to do that, and just kind of placed that guy there to troll me with it. My resources look cheated in. 11, 12,000, 8,000, 6,000, my god. Because that's what happens when you don't use them for anything, but... Yeah, this is really hard to lose with as many druids as we have. I guess the only thing that kinda makes it a bit more difficult is the fact that sometimes they're gonna run out of mana, right? And then they can't heal as effectively, but... Focused firing on these guys should do the trick. A lot of cruel ones. These get exponentially harder the more you play. I mean, the further down the gauntlet you get. So this one's already pretty tough, I guess. But it gives a good amount of XP, so I'm not about to complain. Nothing an army can't handle, though, and I think this one might even give up... No, he won't, okay. Thought this one was a cruel one, too. But he's not, okay. So you guys go here. What's... Oh, okay. Oh my god, man. I thought one of them sort of made it through, somehow. Who knows how, but... Somehow. And was attacking my people there. You know, if nothing else... Obviously the XP is super useful. But if nothing else, doing this... solely for the items you get and some of the spells, like they're really good in this case. So I'd always recommend doing the Mosaic as soon as you can. In this game, I feel like the Mosaic's a little bit... It's not the hardest one. Breath of Winter, so the Mosaic, just for the people who don't know, is I don't want to say running gag, but it's kind of like recurring theme in all the Phenomic games. So all the SpellForce 1 games and the 2 SpellForce 2 games that Phenomic made have the Mosaic of Death. It's kind of like a puzzle challenge of sorts. Anyhow, the interesting part about... Oh, I need you as well. The interesting part about it is that this one's relatively easy because you have a full army. I feel like the one in Breath of Winter is going to be super difficult because, firstly, we have no elves. We've got dwarves on that map. Which... You know, dwarves can be very strong, don't get me wrong, they are. Especially if we make defenders with the upgrade. Where is it? This one? So throwing hammer for defenders you can, single fire, focus fire on someone. They'll be dead. That's not the issue. The issue is, it's still not as strong, I feel like, as the army we have right now. And more people die. And the map we play that one on is very constrained. There's a lot of tight corners that they spawn in. So the problem you have is, like, you can't really put them in an open field, which in some ways, I guess, is like an upside. In some ways, is a downside. It depends, really. If they have archers, which I think they do in Breath of Winter, like the enemy's going to have an archer or two, it can be quite tough. But their close combat fighters can't really get to me, so that's okay. And yeah, these guys are resisting everything. So for the last wave, who are you attacking? Like, who are you going for? For the last wave that's gonna spawn here, it's gonna be tough. Oh, we're doing like 2 damage to him. I think what I need to do, I'll put all of these archers on one, plus him, and we're gonna focus fire on the next one. You guys are gonna keep them busy. These guys are gonna focus fire, so we can get, we can actually kill someone. And that's a level up. Ooh, Helmet of the Guard. Very nice. Probably one of the best helmets you can get in this game. So now we've got 29 druids, which I feel like is a little bit too much. I thought it wouldn't be, but it is. Luckily, the only thing we still have to do is this here, so... Alright. Alright, let's do it. Quick save so I don't get one shot. And... Do I do... Yeah, we'll see. Let's just do it. Last section. Run! Alright, we're going on this one. You guys focus fire in, please. Him I would wish to not fight. A bit unnecessary. Where's my character? Okay, I'm attacking something. That's great. Just make sure you actually do damage to him. Okay, next one. Focus this one, please. He just can't catch a break. Well, I guess they target healers for some reason. Who knows? This guy should be dead. This guy should be dead soon. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. By the way, in case you didn't know, you can press tab on your keyboard and cycle through all the enemies. Like, look at the bottom left corner, in this case. Why you would want to do that? Well, it shows you the strongest enemy on the map. So if you ever want to focus fire someone, or if you ever just want to, like, be like, hey, archers, everyone on that guy, you can do it this way. It's quite effective too, and I feel like many people don't use it. I like to do it when it's a bit crowded, like in this case here. But alright, that's the mosaic done. I guess all that's left is Hokan, so let's do that. Well, this one has to be useless. Aura of slow walking. It makes enemies sluggish, causing them to walk slower. I mean, I guess I can see this be useful if, for example, you're holding a line somewhere and you put this on enemies just so they can't get to you as quickly. I mean, depends on how sluggish it makes them, to be fair. And you could probably do some neat kiting with it, but I can't see myself using this. At least, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Dexterity is fine. Agility, definitely, right? These auras, all of them are really good, but... Oh, speaking of, I can actually put new ones in now. Let's do that. But okay, we are nearing the end. We are nearing the end of this episode. How long did it go now? Maybe like an hour and a half, which is fine. Any side quests we can do, like I said, Amra and Leia, for many reasons, I'm gonna do a bit later. I don't want to do it quite yet, because I want to do the quest in one go, and by the time we get to Mulandir, we're gonna be a little bit stronger as well. The last part of this quest is challenging if you don't build up an army, and I'm not really feeling like building up a huge army. You'll see why. So, yeah, we can't really do any quest right now. Well, we could do this here. I guess maybe we can do that at the same time. Who knows? We'll see. Anyhow, yeah, we'll do Trickster at the same time. Anyhow, let's go to Hokan. At this point, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. It's always a pleasure making these videos for you. I appreciate the support on the Let's Plays and on my other videos. So, don't worry. If you're watching, I definitely notice. I love reading your comments. And you know what I also love? I love seeing you guys on Discord. So again, if you haven't at the start of the video, you've got nothing to wait for. Join, and we can talk there. Anyhow, let's go.
Ein Runensklave. Dann seid ihr es, der meine Heere vernichtet.
Ich brauche eure Hilfe. Nur euer Wissen kann die Völker des Nordens retten. Ich biete euch die Maske des Belial im Tausch für euer Wissen.
Die Maske. Endlich. Gib sie mir.
Erst wenn ihr euren Teil der Abmachung erfüllt habt. Ein Magier des Zirkels.
Ich weiß. Ein Bruder des Zirkels kam zu meiner Gruft. Er verspottete mich und stahl das Geheimnis meiner Rächer.
Die Eisernen. Wie kann man sie besiegen?
Indem ihr den Seelenschmied tötet. Er ist das mächtigste Wesen, das ich je erschuf. Er schmiedet die Eisernen aus den Seelen gepeinigter an einer finsteren Esse. Vernichtet den Seelenschmied und ihr vernichtet die Eisernen. Jedoch, mein Zirkelbruder wird das zu verhindern wissen.
Gibt es eine Möglichkeit, einen Zirkelmagier aufzuhalten? Ich hörte von einem Artefakt.
Ihr sprecht vom Phönixstein. In seinem Inneren schläft die Macht des Allfeuers selbst. Fürwahr, dies ist die einzige Kraft, die der eines Zirkelmagiers gleichkommt.
Wo finde ich diesen Phönixstein?
Bevor der Krieg ausbrach, lagerte er wohl verwahrt in den Archiven von Molandir. Ich würde meine Suche dort beginnen. Und jetzt gebt mir die Maske, legt sie auf das Grabmal. Schnell! Endlich! Es ist vorbei.
Alright. I just remembered one other thing, which I want to do before I finish this, which is, if you go to Greyfell, I'm pretty sure you can talk to Sartorius about this. So let's do that. I do want to get this chest. And then next time we're going to do the God Wall. And then after that Molandir. And then after that we are going to... Oh, let's just put this guy in. We're going to do some of the side questing. Side questing, especially for these long ones, is kind of tricky to incorporate into Let's Plays. For some reason, I don't know. Always been a bit difficult. Alright, let's see. Oh, we can't! Oh my god, that's embarrassing. But okay. Let's not dwell on this for... Oh, maybe we can talk to Urias. Was it Urias? I kind of remember being able to talk to someone. Just don't remember who. But while we're here, we might as well sell these items. How much are they worth? 1 gold. You know. Yeah, why not? The sapphire I want to keep. Don't know if I'm going to need it, but I want to keep it for now. Worker runes are fine. We don't need these two. Not like we're going to use hero monuments on the next map anyway, but hey. It's always good to keep up to speed. Yeah, let's try talking to Urias. Maybe we can. If we can't, just gonna end the episode here. But it's worth a shot, I think. So, Urias is in Grey Dusk Vale. Maybe Malikor? You know, I've never tried this, so... No. John, after completing the mosaic?
Willkommen.
No. You know, I like to check these things sometimes because maybe there's a new piece of dialogue, and if there is, hey, it's great. Why wouldn't I try it, right? More lore.
Grüße.
No, nothing. Okay. A shame, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go to Hokan's grave, do a little save here. And with that, thanks, as always, for watching. Everything's gone here, except the trees. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon in the next episode, which will be probably out in a couple of days after this one. Until then, have a nice time. See ya.